Hi folks, this video is about the issue with safe space and the fact that obviously it would have invaded football as well. And so in football, generally speaking, most teams, there are no leaders at all. Not one. There are no characters like Roy Keane, Gerrard, Terry, or any of the other leaders. We had some very, very good leaders. Man United at one point in the 80s had a whole team full of leaders. Right now, they don't even have one. Spurs don't have one. Chelsea don't have one. That's the reason why Chelsea this time they brought in a lot of older players, because they want someone who can actually lead the team, who can be like that experienced player who can help the team when they need help during the game. It's called a leader. But the problem is, again, too many players are too safe space, too weak, two left wing babies. That's all they are. And if there was a player like Keane who was growling at them during the game because they weren't playing good enough, they would complain, wouldn't they? Straight away. They'd go to the manager, "Oh, he said I can't play." So right now, when they look at players, if that player is too aggressive in his nature as a leader, we can't pick him. We won't actually buy that player because right now he would offend everyone in the team. So therefore, you can't actually get a leader now. That needs to change, because in the world, how many leaders are there? That's why right now they're going to the right wing, the far right wing, because those people don't care if they offend you, right? Most of them. They actually want to offend people because they know if they actually offend people, the news will speak about them. So therefore, they love offending people. Trump loves to offend people because he knows what he says when he's actually tweeting or that sort of things. He knows most of the things he says a lot are lies. He knows that. But he wants people to think about that crap rather than what he's actually really doing. So he wants to offend people because he knows that helps him. And that's true, it does. So the people from the far right wing, they use that to help themselves. But most of the people in the middle, on the left, no. They're too scared about offending people. Because even in work, there was leaders. In most jobs, there was leaders. Yeah? The person above you was a leader for you. Right? Now, is there anyone above you? In most places, no. No. Because they know straight away, if someone says to you, go and do that job, you can say, no, I don't want to. Yeah. I did those jobs. So, you can do it. And people will be offended, won't they? Yeah. They will be offended by that, and so therefore they won't do it. Yeah. But there you go. It is what it is. I don't know. People choose. The way things are in society has been a choice. The way things are in football has been a choice. The way things are in the church has been a choice. It's all been a choice. It's all been what people have chosen. People will say nothing to do with me, but it's all been a choice. It's all been what people have chosen to have. If you're welcome in church, it's because you've chosen to accept that way of doing things. If you're welcome in a football team, again, it's the same thing. You're saying, not to be a leader is good. Because you're saying how the team is and what they do is good enough for you. Right? And with the government, again, if you're not actually trying to actually deal with the government, and then you're saying it's okay. So again, I said before, it was the devil making people say we won't speak about political things or religion things. It was the devil making people think they shouldn't do that. So therefore, when something is really, really bad, they won't talk about it, will they? So therefore, does it change? Nope. No. So therefore, the devil is really happy because he knows he stopped people talking about things. And when you talk about things, then after a few times talking about it and different people talking about it, you have answers to actually deal with it. But if you're not talking about it, you won't have the answers. And the devil knows. So he loves it. So people, they're led by who? And again, it's so bloody stupid because, anyone will understand. The political stuff is really, we need that. We need that to be good. All of that, we need that to be really good. And we need the leaders to really lead and know how to lead and lead the right way for our country to be good, right? Okay. So therefore, the subject is, it's the top one, really. Well, nearly the top one. The top one is church, religion. Why? Because most people are going to die. When you die, you go somewhere. So, okay, if there is hell and heaven, then maybe talking about religion could help you to not go to hell. That's more important than religion. Well, no, sorry, more important than political stuff. So therefore, religion is more important than that. So that's in top. Under religion is political. And then under that is TV programs, films, music, football, sport, all that sort of crap. Right? Under all of that. So the more important things that we need to talk about, we think we can't talk about that, we can't talk about that, but all the other crap that means nothing, we can talk about that. Right? But the more important stuff, the stuff that really matters, no. We can't talk about that because, maybe, we will argue. Again, okay, argue. That's fine. Because, again, when you're arguing, both of you are wrong in different ways. So when you argue, you say something stupid and the other one says, really? And then you start thinking about what you said and understand that you were wrong. Right? Therefore, what you understand is being dealt with by arguing. The wrong stuff is being deleted. The truth, because again, that's the point of arguing. You think you're right? You're testing what you understand. Now, people won't argue because they're too scared about offending people. Who cares? No, as I say, look, if offending people, okay, if truth was when you offend people is because what's in you, then okay, we should try to not offend people because, what's in me could hurt that person. But it isn't. It's the opposite. When someone gets offended, it's about what's in them, not you. So therefore, don't try to not offend people. Because again, it's like arguing. What's in that person will actually hurt them because what's in them hurts them because they get offended because what's in them. So therefore, help them to understand, help them to go to God about that. So maybe you need to offend someone enough for them to go to God and complain to God, and God can say to them, you were wrong, not them. And maybe they could listen. Right? Because again, if that person would go to hell because what's in them, is it possible we can actually help them to deal with that? Well, by being nice, the answer is no. By offending them, the answer could be yes. So do that.